Warning, over 40 and struggling with poor eyesight or vision loss? 12-second Chinese eyesight fix. Rejuvenates your eyes and restores perfect 20/20 vision. Research from Yale, Johns Hopkins, and London University show it can completely reverse your failing eyesight. In 7 days, going from this to this. Have you seen this? A group of top molecular scientists just discovered a new Chinese eyesight fix that can regenerate eye cells to completely stop vision loss and help you to start restoring perfect 20/20 vision in just 12 seconds a day. No matter how bad your vision is right now, no matter if you had eye issues for 20 days or 20 years, no matter what's wrong with your eyes, that's because according to new research from top universities, including Yale, Johns Hopkins, UCLA, and the University of London, this Chinese eyesight fix can completely reverse your failing eyesight in 7 days. No surgery, no prescriptions, no doctors needed. Just by activating a little-known DNA replication mechanism. That helps your optic nerve generate new eye cells, allowing you to instantly rejuvenate your eyes. So you can start to restore a perfect 20/20 vision today, even if you're blind as a bat right now. If you're struggling with blurry vision, poor eyesight, night blindness, floaters, dark spots, glaucoma, cataracts, or macular degeneration. And even if doctors already told you that, blurry vision is a normal part of aging, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even better, this 12-second eyesight fix, it's 100% safe, and it has nothing to do with overpriced prescription glasses, contact lenses, LASIK, eye drops, eye health supplements, weird eye exercises, or prescription medications. Because while all of these solutions pushed by the money-grabbing big vision companies just mask your symptoms, this 12-second eyesight fix is proven to work by addressing the #1 root cause of your eye issues. And no, I'm not talking about your age, genetics, or the amount of screen time you subject your eyes to on a daily basis. I will show you the little-known culprit behind 99% of eye issues in a second, and I guarantee it's something you or even your doctor have never heard before. So if you feel like vision loss is robbing you of your independence and stopping you from enjoying simple activities like reading a newspaper, watching TV, or even driving, if you feel like your vision is so bad that you can't even see the faces of your loved ones anymore, or if you're looking for a natural solution to sharpen your eyesight, boost long-distance vision, improve low-light visibility, and put an end to your eyesight nightmares for good, then keep reading, because according to some of the best scientists around the globe, this 12-second solution can turn back the clock on your eyes, while helping anyone enjoy sharper vision at any age. So you can finally throw your glasses in the trash. Avoid invasive surgery for good. Leave your optometrists and family absolutely speechless, wondering how you managed to improve your eyesight so quickly and completely reclaim your independence, confidence, and freedom. But first you may be wondering, who am I to tell you this? Hi, my name is Dr. Charles Williams. I'm a 15-year practicing physician originally from South Carolina. I proudly served in the United States military. I've helped hundreds of my patients by treating almost every eye condition under the sun. And I've seen firsthand just how life-shattering vision loss can be. Here's why I had to put together this video for you. Now, I know you may be feeling a little bit skeptical right now, and that's great. Being skeptical is a sign of intelligence, but all I ask you for is just 3 minutes of your time, because as you will see in a moment, you'll be shocked to discover what whistleblowing scientists from Johns Hopkins, UCLA, and the University of Sydney have proven to be the hidden root cause of your eye problems. That's because, according to new studies, your failing vision is not caused by genetics, age, or screen time. The real culprit is actually a vision killer protein that's causing 99% of today's eye issues. This toxic protein can literally kill the cells in your retina and optic nerve, damaging your eyes from the inside out, causing your eyes to become polluted with dead cells, and leading to issues like eye strain, blurry eyesight, poor nighttime vision, floaters, dark spots, glaucoma, cataracts, macular degeneration, or even complete blindness. This vision killer protein can rob anyone's eyesight in just a few short months, with no warning signs. And according to the latest research and my 15 years of experience as a doctor, I have to admit this, for 99% of people over 40 with eye issues, this vision killer protein is to blame. And this is something that not even extreme remedies like surgery can fix, because while these procedures can provide temporary relief, they don't address the root cause of the problem. Here's why. If you want to fix your failing eyesight and finally enjoy crystal clear vision. Again, you have to stop this vision killer protein today, but don't worry. A solution for this exists, and it's so simple and easy, it may anger you. Because according to scientists from Yale, Johns Hopkins, and the University of London, this 12-sec Chinese eyesight fix can reverse the damage caused by this toxic protein. Even better, this proven solution only takes 12 seconds of your time. It quickly reverses the damage done by this vision killer protein. It's 100% safe, and it works by activating a natural DNA replication mechanism inside your eyes. That allows your eyes to create new cells, replace the old ones killed by this toxic protein, and literally rejuvenate your eyes, so you can start to restore a crystal clear vision in just 7 days. But the best thing about this 12-second solution, it's backed by real scientific proof. And it has already helped 26,000 plus mothers, fathers, and grandparents enjoy sharper eyesight naturally, while saving them from the dark prison of vision loss, even after they tried every other solution under the sun without success. Just like it happened to my friend Patty. It works so well that I forget to use my glasses. I couldn't believe I started feeling a difference in a matter of days. My eyesight is so much sharper than it was. My vision at night has also improved, and when I get up in the morning, I forget to put my glasses on because I'm seeing so well. Or like it happened to Caroline, I thought my vision was too bad to be helped, but your eyesight fix did it. I can now read small print and recognize people from a distance again. I feel so relieved and grateful. It's like a huge burden has been lifted off my shoulders. Thank you, Carolina D. Or Bradley, 53. No results in the first few days, but within the first week, I noticed a big improvement. I'm really impressed. I feel a lot safer driving at nighttime now. My vision is definitely sharper, and other car lights don't really bother me. I can see the lines and the road signs a lot easier. Bradley H. Or even my patient, Leonard, 61. I'm not a Christian, but your presentation and your advice has improved my vision a lot more than getting new eyeglasses. It's a miracle. After just 11 days, I can finally read my cell phone screen better, even the small characters. Thank you, Dr. Charles. And the stories of these folks could be your story. Now, just imagine waking up one morning with crystal clear vision again. Imagine a world where books no longer blur before your eyes, where you can spot your grandchildren playing in the park, or the face of your loved ones even from a distance, where you can safely drive again, and where you can observe even the tiniest details of a flower's petals. No more having to stumble around in the dark until you find your glasses. No more squinting poor eyesight, shaky night vision. No more bumps and bruises because you can't see where you're going. You'll never have to worry about your eyes betraying you ever again. And you'll never have to fear the day when your eyesight might get so bad that you just can't see anything anymore. Finally, you'll be able to reclaim the freedom, independence, and love for life that you deserve. It may sound like a dream, but in just a second, I will show you all the details about this eyesight fix, how it could help anyone to restore a crystal clear vision, and how you can start using it today to boost your eyesight in just 12 seconds. Plus, I will also show you dozens of studies, research, and clinical trials from the most prestigious universities around the world, and all the scientific proof to back up every word I say. But first, let me quickly introduce myself.
Hi, my name is Dr. Charles Williams, and if you're like millions of Americans who suffer from age-related vision decline,
Making it difficult to see details clearly, especially at night, and you're tired of relying on contacts, prescription lenses, and want to avoid costly surgeries, then what I have to share might absolutely change your life.
in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you a tree of life herb that can reverse failing eyesight in as little as 7 days. An herb so powerful and divinely designed, many people believe this is the exact tree of life referenced in the Holy Bible, the Torah, and nearly every major religion in the world. But even if you're not the religious type, I bet this tree of life herb will make you shout hallelujah as it undoes decades of aging, illness, and wear and tear on your vision.
Without surgery, lenses, or prescription meds, so you can see more clearly and in more detail, even at night. This solution works no matter if you're 41 or 81, whether you're a man or woman, and no matter how long you've suffered with poor eye health. That's because unlike those costly prescription lenses and optometrist visits, this 12-second vision restore is powered by one of God's oldest plants. It's an ancient vision restoring plant with health benefits that are so powerful that some people credit it as the original tree of life God spoke of in the Bible, because it can help improve your immune health, your memory, and of course your vision too.
Seriously, in all of my 22 years of practicing medicine, I've never once come across anything quite like this. Something that naturally restores your vision on a cellular level, giving you practically brand new eyes that see with clarity that you never thought would be possible. This remedy goes far beyond vitamin A, AREDs, and all the other stuff that you've probably tried.
And when you see the evidence from respected medical journals from around the globe, including Yale, Johns Hopkins, University of London, Harvard Medical School, the National Eye Institute, and more, which support just how incredible this plant is for restoring your vision, you too will believe that this vision-improving plant is a true godsend. I'd also like to mention that this solution is completely natural and has no side effects. And it begins working on day one to start improving your eye health from the inside out. It's already been used by 26,000 people to stop vision decline in its tracks and regain control over their lives. Just ask Janice M., 64, from Baltimore, MD. Every 6 months, I'd go into the ophthalmologist and get a stronger prescription. They couldn't figure out why my macular degeneration was so aggressive. Finally, on my last visit, they were excited to share that I didn't need a stronger prescription. They told me it was a miracle.
Thank you.
Or this recent email from Robert K. 71 from Garden Grove, CA. I simply can't thank you enough. I've had problems with these little eye floaters for years. Now, after 2 months, they've almost all disappeared. I see clearly again. Even more remarkably, in this video, I'll also reveal a little-known culprit behind your vision loss, along with why most vision supplements you see on the market don't work, even if they have good ingredients, and why the cells in your eyes should be able to repair or heal themselves every 7 days, even though right now, that's probably not what's happening. It all has to do with your eye's damaged DNA. I'll explain this in more detail in just a minute. Before we get to all of that though, I must warn you, there are some angry people who don't want you to see the information inside this presentation. That's because they have a stronghold on the eye care market, and they stand to lose millions if you have access to this breakthrough I'll be sharing today. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there were corporations already trying to get this taken off the web, so that they can rob you of the chance at improved vision, which means if your health matters to you, drop whatever you're doing and watch this right to the very end, because if you're sick and tired of squinting and straining to see, find it difficult to see at night while driving, you have those pesky floaters in your eyes, if you're fed up with replacing your glasses or losing your contact lenses, or you're too embarrassed to wear those ridiculous magnified bifocals with ever-increasing prescriptions every few years that make you look old and decrepit, and you'd do anything just to see clearly again, then I'm absolutely confident that what I'm about to tell you can change your life. So like I mentioned before, my name is Dr. Charles Williams. I'm a 30-year practicing physician originally from South Carolina. I proudly served in the United States military, and I've held leadership positions in some of the country's most distinguished nonprofit medical associations. From the beginning of my career, I've always been focused on making life better for every patient I treat. And while I've long been a big supporter of natural health, especially when it's combined with more traditional medications, I have to admit, this vision-restoring discovery definitely took me by surprise. That's because in all my years of practicing and researching medicine, I had never come across a vision support solution that was 100% natural with no side effects, shown to be effective with clinical evidence. That doesn't require the use of glasses, contacts, or corrective eye surgery. It comes from one of the world's oldest and most sacred plants, and can literally resurrect your fading vision from the dead plus. It's backed by respected studies from Johns Hopkins, the University of London, the Harvard Medical School, the National Eye Institute, and more.
And it all started when I was approached by a new patient, a 66-year-old woman that we'll call Susan. Susan was a special case because not only did she suffer from the typical age-related vision issues, suddenly and inexplicably, the vision in her left eye began deteriorating rapidly, to the point where she could barely see her hand in front of her face. And her original doctors couldn't tell her what was going on and blamed it on her age and lifestyle. They told her to make all these major changes to her diet, take these medicines, wear special contacts, glasses, and on and on. But even with all that, her vision never returned. It made my heart hurt to watch her clouded gray eye twitch and wander about as she spoke to me. I could tell she was at her wit's end, just as you probably are right now. If you're feeling frustrated by your vision loss, this video could be the one thing to end your suffering for good. And what happened next kickstarted my journey to uncovering the most impressive natural health remedy known to mankind. Because I discovered a simple tree of life herb that would completely restore declining vision in 7 days and help thousands of others worldwide, including Susan, who told me I was her last hope. She just wanted to see her granddaughter grow up. It was so hard just to say no to Susan at that point. I didn't want Susan to suffer anymore, or any of my other patients.
All I knew was that hundreds of my patients were complaining of poor vision more than ever before. And I wasn't the only doctor noticing this trend. In fact, in the past 30 years, people have been suffering from increasingly worse vision earlier and earlier in their lives. Why? Well, one of the reasons is that many Americans are addicted to their phones, computers, and TVs. And all of this screen time puts a huge strain on our eyes. Plus, on top of this, the rates of diabetes and autoimmune diseases keep going up. And it's no secret that these diseases also affect vision and can ultimately lead to blindness if we don't do something about them. Here's the problem, though. If you follow most traditional medical advice, you'll spend tons of money on temporary fixes. What I mean is, while eye care has improved dramatically over the last few decades, many of the most popular vision-correcting treatments are both expensive and invasive. Take LASIK surgery as an example. It can cost $1,000 or more. You risk blindness if the doctor doing the procedure messes up, and it doesn't do a darn thing to address the underlying cause of your vision loss. In fact, the truth is, procedures like LASIK may only provide temporary relief from vision problems. Because while they initially boost your ability to see, over time, you may need multiple touch-ups, which can add up to thousands of additional dollars you have to spend. That's a lot of pain and money to go through, especially for something that may not even address the root cause of your poor vision. Then there's prescription lenses and contacts, which do work as a band-aid for your vision, but don't get to the root cause of your poor eyesight. Plus, considering you need to update your glasses yearly and order more contact lenses on a monthly basis, many people find themselves stuck in a horrible dilemma where they're forced to choose between new prescription lenses and being able to afford groceries or to pay for their monthly power bill. I don't think I'm crazy for saying this, but no one should have to live this way, which is why I set out to understand the real cause of failing or declining vision. And what I quickly realized through my extensive research is that all these vision issues we suffer from, no matter if they are age-related, like cataracts, glaucoma, or AMD, or they're caused by genetics or an illness like diabetes, all stem from the same internal problem. It all comes down to 3 simple letters, CPE. And before I tell you what those 3 letters mean,
let me tell you why your vision shouldn't be getting worse, even as you age. Believe it or not, your eyes are very smart. Your eyes are connected directly to your brain via something called the optic nerve. You see, the optic nerve is an advanced network of cells, neurons, and veins that help your brain process the images that your eyes capture. It uses billions of tiny little nerves and cells to make this happen, and they work around the clock to stay healthy and function at optimal performance. In fact, your eyes are constantly rebuilding themselves through a process called DNA replication. DNA replication is a process by which each cell in your eye is replicated or copied to replace old cells that have died or malfunctioned. This process goes on non-stop in your eyes, 24/7, and every 7 days or so, your body actually creates a brand new set of eyes. Now, I know what you're thinking.
If I have new eyes every 7 days, then shouldn't my vision be getting better, not worse? And that's where CPE comes into play. You see, CPE stands for chronic pro-inflammatory environment. It's a big scientific term experts use to describe the real reason behind your fading vision. Here's what you need to know about CPE. CPE is an uncontrollable inflammatory response in the body. You probably already know that inflammation is the root cause of 99% of illnesses. CPE can affect your organs, like your eyes, and destroys them from the inside out, right down to the DNA. CPE causes a constant, unstoppable release of inflammatory cytokines like TNFA, which has been linked to the deadliest diseases. These inflammatory cytokines kill cells in your optic nerve, your retina, all over your eyes. As a result, your eyes become polluted with toxins and dead cells, which damage your vision even more over time. Plus, because your eyes are being damaged down to the DNA, your cells can't replicate and create new eyes every 7 days as they were designed to. I know that's a lot of science, but if all this sounds confusing, just think of it like this.
Imagine a pristine, crystal clear river that gets contaminated with toxic waste. This toxic waste creates a hazardous and potentially deadly environment for every living thing in and around that river. The fish swimming up and down the river, the trees and plant life growing from the soil, and even animals and humans who drink from the river to sustain themselves all become sick from it and possibly die. And the same thing happens to your vision when CPE takes root. Inflammation damages the cells in your eyes, filling them with toxic free radicals. These free radicals cause further damage, triggering a vicious environment that destroys the cells in your eyes, attacks your optic nerve, and the biggest problem is CPE damages the DNA of your eyes, making it impossible for them to self-heal. This might sound like a lot of science, but I promise it's actually pretty easy to understand. Because if your eyes rebuild themselves with damaged DNA, your perfect 20/20 vision starts to get blurrier and blurrier until you can't even see the hand in front of your face. So how do you stop CPE from damaging your eyes? Well, I found the answer, and it wasn't in any medical journal. It wasn't in any scientific text, and it wasn't on the back of any pharmaceutical label. In fact, only 2 studies released in the past 5 years mentioned anything about CPE. But that made complete sense, because the fat cats of the billion-dollar eye industry purposely buried this information in order to hide the truth and maintain their profits. But one thing was clear. If there ever was an answer to stopping CPE, I'd have to be the one to find it on my own. And this is what started a year-long search, trying all the conventional ways to stop CPE, a mixture of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory vitamins, but nothing was working. So I went deeper into my search. I reviewed the latest scientific articles, dug up old research from nearly a century ago. I even joined doctors' forums and engaged in numerous discussions. But believe it or not, it was in a long Reddit-like thread where I uncovered a clue that would change everything. My search for a natural way to fight CPE led me to the discovery of Chinese monks. And yes, I know it sounds really weird, but wait till you see what I uncovered from this. In this thread, our Chinese doctor talked about a group of monks who revered a tree they called the Tree of Life. Because this God-given plant had these miraculous healing powers, from high blood pressure to even memory retention, there were tons of other Chinese people talking about it too, in this same thread, and they are all saying how they live by this Tree of Life. Maybe this is the same plant that could be the key to helping Susan restore her vision. Well, there would only be one way to find out. I went back to my studies and learned more about this mysterious Tree of Life plant to see if it had any properties that could stop CPE and heal vision. Now, what I discovered really shocked me. You see, this Tree of Life plant is considered to be a living fossil. Some historians say that it is over 200 million years old. And according to scientists, this Tree of Life survived the last ice age, which annihilated 86% of all living things on Earth. It was the first living thing besides cockroaches to thrive in Japan after the atomic bombs. And this same Tree of Life has been worshipped in Eastern nations for thousands of years. It's even spoken about in the Bible. Revelation 22, verse 1 and 2. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its street and on either side of the river was the Tree of Life, which bore 12 fruits, each tree yielding its fruit every month. The leaves of the tree were of the healing of the nations. Now, could this truly be the Tree of Life spoken about in the Bible? Now, of course, only God can know if that's true or not. But what is undeniably true is the fact that this mysterious Tree of Life plant actually does amazing things for your eye health. Because according to dozens of scientific studies, this Tree of Life plant has the power to restore vision naturally, including this breakthrough study from Yale in 2020, where researchers discovered that this Tree of Life herb reversed vision loss in glaucoma patients. When the glaucoma patients supplemented the Tree of Life herb, they performed a set of visual index tests to monitor any changes in their eyesight. To the researchers' astonishment, the patients' visual indices were statistically improved across the board. leading them to the conclusion that this tree of life herb could prevent and actually slow down retinal cell death and preserve eyesight. Now, if only one study proved the tree of life was real, then maybe I would have discredited it. But then there was this study from the Journal of Natural Eye Health that revealed something really incredible. Not only did the tree of life herb help glaucoma patients significantly reduce their vision losses, but after 10 years of supplementation, some patients saw a complete reversal of their glaucoma symptoms. Plus, another study conducted by the Journal of Optic Herbs shed some light on how this tree of life is achieving these miracles for people's eyesight. This study suggests that the tree of life could be effective in fighting the oxidative stress related to aging by slowing down or interrupting the release of superoxide free radicals that attack your DNA. And you know how bad CPE is for your eyes, and this study proves that it can fight the inflammation and oxidation that causes CPE. It was also shown that this plant protects your brain. Now, along with the nerves and neurotransmitters that are connected to the eyes to help you see, this is very important because remember, your brain and eyes are connected. So anything that helps your brain could also help boost your eye health. I was feeling really excited once I started finding evidence that this tree of life plant could possibly work to restore vision loss. But that wasn't even my greatest discovery. In my research, I found a remarkable study in the Journal of Medicinal Food. Scientists gave 322 patients with glaucoma a combination of the tree of life herb and a second powerful vision restoring plant, which I'll reveal both in a minute. Together, these two natural ingredients not only improve vision for every single participant, but stop the release and production of pro-inflammatory compounds, suggesting that together these two ingredients could stop CPE in its tracks, protecting your DNA and allowing your eyes to heal themselves as they were designed. This was super important because it made me realize that when it came to fixing vision loss, maybe one plant wasn't the answer. Maybe the key was to use a combination of vision restoring plants all at once to make the perfect combination of antioxidant fighting power that could stop vision loss in its tracks. So I kept digging in search of more natural vision boosters that might synergize with this tree of life plant for maximum eye restoring power. And as a result, I went on to discover a total of 12 ingredients to fight vision loss. All of them are science-backed and proven to work on their own. But how they work together had never before been tested. I was the only person who had this unique set of nutrients that I believed were the key to boosting vision. The only thing left to do was to try this combination out to see if it truly worked for myself. You can bet that Susan was the first person I asked, and once I shared the evidence with her, she didn't hesitate at all to give it a try. But along the way, we ran into a few roadblocks before we ever saw success. The biggest problem was sourcing high-quality ingredients. Now, the tree of life herb came all the way from China. And believe me, if you've ever ordered something off of Wish or anything like that, you know how difficult it can be to get the right quality of stuff from China. For months, I received nothing but botched batches of the tree of life herb. And we spent thousands testing the nutrients over and over again. So I finally flew out to China myself to meet a distributor firsthand. And I saw his farm and his facility. And I made sure that he was operating at the highest levels of quality control like we do here in America. Even still, once he received our ingredients, I had them third-party tested here in the USA to ensure that they were up to code. Now, it took a lot to get these ingredients the right way that we wanted them, but once we had them truly vetted, we were ready for action. Susan took the Tree of Life formulation every day for 3 months. Boy, was I a nervous wreck to share this with her. Sure, I had gone further than any doctor I know to help a patient, but to tell you the truth, I sort of got obsessed with it. Every day, I threw myself into testing, working directly with the labs to see the results. I just wanted Susan to be able to see again, to help other people who were losing their eyesight with age. Now, when I offered the formulation to her, I came ready with a folder full of scientific reports, studies, and things to back up what I was prepared to say. But Susan simply hugged me. Thank you. You don't know what it means to me that you try, she said with a soft cry. Now that made me feel like $1,000,000, and I still, in the pit of my stomach, I was worried that this wouldn't work at all. So I just prayed that everything would be okay. Now in the first few days, she didn't notice anything. I called her every day to make sure she was feeling all right, and she assured me that she was fine. But she hadn't really noticed anything different yet. Now, one day, I called her and she said she was so dog-tired that she couldn't get out of bed. And horrified, I worried that the formulation was having ill side effects. "Stop taking the formula now," I said to her in a panic. And you can imagine my surprise when Susan responded with a chuckle. "Well, I didn't tell you that I was up on my feet for 7 hours working on my garden," she said. "The strangest bout of energy hit me early in the morning. Man, I felt good though, and finally got around to repotting my plants. But now, I'm beat and ready to spend the day relaxing. I'll call you tomorrow." So the next day we talked and she said she really felt good. She hadn't noticed any difference in her vision yet. I told her, be prepared to wait months before we saw any improvement, because although I was certain of the science, I wasn't sure if Susan would be able to recover with it. On day 7, I asked her to come into my office for a visual field test to see any early changes in her vision. This is a very similar test used in the studies that I referenced in the video, as this method was the most effective way to measure visual improvement. Susan walked into the office in great spirits. She was still wearing her glasses, but her left eye wandered around much less. Maybe there had been some improvement after all. We sat her down for her test, and when the results came back, we were all shocked. In her left eye, her visual field indices improved by 3%. Now, 3% might sound like a small number, but that's actually huge in terms of vision. Plus, the fact that this improvement occurred only a week into treatment was insane. We kept testing her over the next 90 days, and things kept getting better and better. And after a while, she realized that details were becoming easier to see. She felt like for the first time, her condition was actually getting better. She noticed that she could spend more time on her phone without feeling eye fatigue. She talked about her eyes matching again because she could see well enough to focus out of her left eye again. Her improvement in those first 90 days was truly remarkable. And by 6 months later, Susan was so confident in her vision again that she took her first drive in years and had absolutely no issues. It was like watching a miracle unfolding right before your very eyes. How was it that I was able to find these 12 nutrients and they work so well together? Even though I'm a well-respected doctor, there have been dozens of dedicated eye doctors before me who certainly must have tried to do something similar. Or maybe it truly was an act of God that we were experiencing this miracle. Either way, Susan and I knew we couldn't keep our vision restoring solution to ourselves. We had to tell the whole world about it, and here are the 12 nutrients that can help restore your vision. Number 1, the tree of life, also known as ginkgo biloba. I've already shared the amazing studies supporting ginkgo biloba as a powerful vision booster. Studies show that ginkgo biloba could be used to fight macular degeneration in aging adults due to its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. It's called the tree of life for its many health benefits. And as you already know, dozens of studies preach its efficacy in supporting stronger vision. This is why ginkgo biloba is the first and most powerful ingredient in our solution. But ginkgo is just the start. Next, we included a nutrient that has decades of research supporting its ability to fight vision loss. Number 2 is bilberry. The second ingredient is bilberry, which was used by World War II pilots to strengthen their night vision. Clinical studies show that the powerful antioxidants in bilberry can reduce eye fatigue and improve sight in as little as 8 weeks, may help reduce oxidative stress and DNA damage in lens tissue. This is why we use 480 milligrams of bilberry per serving. That's more than what most supplements offer. Ginkgo biloba and bilberry form a powerful vision restoring duo. But we didn't stop there. Next, we added number 3, saffron. Saffron fights CPE with super-powered antioxidants, reversing degeneration in the eye. Saffron is an expensive spice that has recently been discovered to carry powerful fighting power against AMD. It's because of its super-powered antioxidants, which fight free radicals that cause aging and degeneration in the eye. The next ingredients are the most researched and scientifically backed nutrients for restoring even the most damaged vision. Ingredient number 4, it's 10-AREDS-2. AREDS-2 ingredients are super important, as you may already know. Most doctors recommend AREDS-2 supplements to support vision. AREDS stands for Age-Related Eye Disease Studies, a study of over 2,000 men and women aged 50 plus. Now, in these studies, researchers have found a specific set of nutrients that have been proven effective in preventing age-related vision decline. The dosages for vitamin C, A, E, along with the zinc and the copper inside, are all based on recommendations from the landmark Age-Related Eye Disease Study. You also need lutein and zeaxanthin, which are the only 2 antioxidants found naturally in your eyes. In fact, your body produces them specifically to fight off CPE in your optic nerve and retina, which is very, very important because this CPE is what causes vision problems like glaucoma and AMD. Lutein and zeaxanthin also protect your eyes from blue light radiation by acting as a filter between a screen and your retina, which can help curb any chronic nerve damage. The problem is, as you get older, your body simply doesn't produce enough lutein or zeaxanthin to support healthy eyes. So it's vital that you increase your dietary intake of these 2 antioxidants. Because according to a major study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, which involved 5 ophthalmology centers in the US and included 356 case patients. When the test subjects supplemented their diets with additional lutein and zeaxanthin, these two antioxidants were most strongly associated with reduced risk for AMD. These results are further supported by another randomized, double-masked, and placebo-controlled trial, and that was published in the journal Ophthalmology, which found that among patients with early AMD, supplementation with lutein and zeaxanthin improved macular pigment, which played a causative role in boosting visual function and might prevent the progression for AMD. And this is why we include 20 milligrams of lutein and 10 milligrams of zeaxanthin in this mixture: ginkgo, bilberry, and saffron, plus A-Red's ingredients, vitamin A, C, and E, minerals, copper, and zinc, and eye specialist antioxidants, lutein, and zeaxanthin, all included at clinically relevant doses. By now, you're probably beginning to realize the vision resurrecting power that's available to you with these ingredients. But it only gets better from here. Number 11, turmeric. Now, turmeric extract is one of the most popular anti-inflammatory spices known to man. When you're trying to stop CPE caused by excess inflammation, you want something powerful like turmeric extract. Turmeric has a compound called curcumin that has been shown to support healthier vision and fight glaucoma. In a recent study performed at the University College of London and Imperial College of London, researchers discovered that curcumin acted as a neuroprotectant in the eyes and brain, and also helped in preventing retinal ganglion cell loss in the initial stages of glaucoma onset. This means turmeric might be able to stop or slow the onset of glaucoma. This is why we include 350 milligrams of turmeric extract in each single serving. Now, the final ingredient was the key to unlocking the full vision restoring power of each ingredient. And finally, the 12th ingredient is black pepper extract, also known as bioperine black pepper. This extract increases the bioavailability of all of these vision-boosting ingredients. That means it helps the nutrients get into your bloodstream faster and start working more quickly. With black pepper extract, you can experience the benefits even sooner. And this is why we include 20 milligrams of black pepper extract per serving. These 12 ingredients are proven to help support healthy vision and to be beneficial for many people suffering from AMD and glaucoma. Not only that, these ingredients are so powerful they can start working in as little as 7 days to heal your eyesight from CPE. Okay, so by now I know what you're probably thinking. This research may be incredible, but I've tried taking many of these ingredients in the past and haven't gotten any major improvements to my vision. So what gives? After discovering all of these supposed vision-supporting ingredients, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you've got some really impressive evidence that proves these ingredients can help with vision. And yet, I've had plenty of patients who have taken vision supplements or taken other supplements that had ginkgo or bilberry extract, yet they didn't see any improvements to their vision. So how could this be? Well, as I started looking more closely at the most popular vision support supplements on the market,
I realized something disturbing. Most of these supplements don't have anything close to clinically relevant dosages. This may or may not sound like a big deal to you, but the truth is it's hugely important. You see, what I realized is that way too many supplement marketers out there don't really care about your health. What they care about is making a bunch of money, so they can keep paying the mortgage on their multi-million-dollar homes and afford the lease on their $250,000 Italian sports cars. Think I'm being too hard on these guys? Let's play a game. Can you spot the problem with this popular vision supplement? It's got both lutein and zeaxanthin. So what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that the maker of this supplement is trying to be crafty by putting the dosage of zeaxanthin as 1,000 micrograms, which sounds like a lot.
here's the thing though, 1,000 micrograms is only equals to 1 milligram.
And yet in virtually every single study showing zeaxanthin and lutein to help with vision, the amount of zeaxanthin used was 10 milligrams. So in other words, this supplement needs 10 times as much zeaxanthin to contain a clinically relevant dosage. Here's another vision supplement that's a bestseller on Amazon. Again, look at how much zeaxanthin is included, only 2 milligrams. When all of the biggest studies on zeaxanthin and vision show that it should be 10 milligrams, and it's not just zeaxanthin. Look at this best-selling supplement. Not only does this supplement not have any zeaxanthin at all, but it also only contains 80 milligrams of bilberry, while one of the biggest studies ever on the effects of bilberry and vision found that 480 milligrams of bilberry extract was required for the best results. I could go on all day, but I think you get the point. You simply can't trust most vision supplements on the market. After reviewing all the top vision supplements, something disturbing became very obvious to me. None of these companies were willing to include all 12 eye-healing ingredients. And even if they did put them on their label, there wasn't nearly enough in the formula to make an impact on your vision. I realized that if I was going to help people like Susan, who were desperate to heal their declining vision, who had tried everything else and were at the end of their rope, I had to do something myself. And even though I had zero experience in making a supplement, I was determined to figure it out and do whatever it took to get my vision restoring solution to people who needed it the most. What happened next was nothing short of divine intervention. I searched around for a company who could bring my vision-saving supplement to light. The first people I worked with were nice, but they wanted to use fillers and flow agents in the supplement, which was absolutely a big no for me. I wanted something that was non-toxic, cruelty-free, and contained absolutely no fillers. So I had to find something different. What I soon realized was almost all manufacturers use fillers and flow agents in the production of supplements. Next time you look at a supplement, look at the other ingredients section, and you'll see all types of fillers and flow agents. Take a look at this example. She, not me. I was crafting this product for me, my loved ones, friends, and patients. I wanted the cleanest, most pure ingredients, with no fillers or flow agents. The next company I tried was a bit shisty, and I didn't trust the purity of the ingredients because they didn't have a system for testing the product to ensure everything that was on the label was in the bottle. So I had to move on and continue looking. This search went on for so long, I thought I would give up. But just when I was ready to throw in the towel, Susan called me. Her vision was better than it had been in years, but she was running low on the formula I had made for her, and she was calling to see how my search was going. You can imagine my disappointment when I had to tell her that I hadn't had any luck, and that I wasn't sure we'd ever be able to create more of this formula for her and for all the people we wanted to help. That's when Susan reminded me of an important scripture. Keep on asking, and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and the door will be open to you. Matthew 7:7. At that moment, I thanked God for bringing Susan into my life. She shared the exact words I needed to hear to keep the faith that everything was going to work out, even better than I had imagined. So I promised her that I would keep knocking until the right door opened. And this is what I love about God, because the very next day,
I found a company who had everything that I was looking for. They believe in providing people with the best whole ingredients from natural sources. They operate right here in the USA in a GMP certified and FDA approved facility. They value their customers and always put them first. They know that better vision comes from better nutrition. They provide a filler-free solution for my proprietary blend, something that makes our supplement 10 times more valuable and healthier than anything out there. And they follow a triple-step quality control process on all ingredients, meaning they're triple checked to make sure my ingredients are legit. This amazing company is named iGenics. They are a passionate group of hardworking scientists who believe in the healing power of God's green earth, who believe in bringing the best of science and nature to create powerfully healing supplements. Now, when I met the team, I knew that God had sent me to the right people for this mission, and we got to work right away developing our formula on a larger scale. With all the work we need to do in product development, manufacturing, marketing, and handling all the legalities, it took us nearly 2 years to get up and running. But when we finally finished, we knew that we had created the most powerful vision support supplement available in the world. And we call it iGenics. iGenics is the first and only supplement to target the real root cause of vision loss, CPE, using all 12 super nutrients to help give you new eyes in just 7 days.
it's really about the rare, powerful nutrients sourced straight from God's green earth ingredients, like ginkgo biloba, the 200-million-year-old tree of life that can heal everything from memory issues to vision loss. Bilberry, the World War II fighter pilot's secret for crystal clear vision at night. Saffron, the most expensive spice in the world that's packed with nature's most powerful antioxidants. Turmeric, the golden anti-inflammatory, which has been proven to fight glaucoma and AMD. And the world's most rigorously studied eye-boosting nutrients, A-Reds 2, lutein, and zeaxanthin, plus iGenics is made with absolutely zero fillers. Most companies add cheap filler ingredients to their products to make manufacturing easier and to fill up the capsule. Just look at this popular vision supplement and all the other ingredients they put in. In fact, look on your shelf and you'll see nearly all manufacturers use cheap fillers. Most companies don't know or don't care to know that turmeric also works as a flow agent to help the manufacturing process. So instead of filling iGenics with cheap junk other ingredients that you can't pronounce and have unknown side effects.
We loaded up with 350 milligrams of turmeric in each serving.
It does cost more than those cheap chemical fillers and flow agents, but this was for my family, loved ones, and patients, so I didn't want to cut corners and wanted it to be the absolute best. And not only does it make it easier for us to produce iGenics, but it packs another powerful punch to stop CPE and restore your vision. Our ingredients are premium, top of the class. The dosages are clinically relevant, and our formula is completely filler-free, which makes iGenics the cutting edge of natural eye care. iGenics makes LASIK and lenses obsolete.
Now, unlike conventional methods such as eyeglasses and LASIK, iGenics doesn't just help your vision temporarily. It fights vision loss at the source by eliminating CPE and purifying this toxic eye environment. It stops the vicious cycle of oxidative damage and inflammation. It also protects sensitive tissue like your optic nerve, retina, and even your DNA, so that your eyes can start to rebuild themselves as God planned. iGenics is revolutionizing how we protect our vision. Now, since our launch, we've helped over 26,000 people worldwide experience the benefits of iGenics. People who were once hopeless in their fight to save their declining vision, but now feel empowered and confident in their sight again, thanks to iGenics.
We continuously receive emails and calls from people just like you.
Folks like Sarah V. from Connecticut, who wrote to us, "I just love it. It makes me feel good every day, and I love knowing that it's improving my vision. My eyes aren't as tired at the end of the day, and I can see details more clearly. I swear by it to all of my friends and family." Or how about Andrew M. from Washington, who messaged us, "Incredible. I've been tailoring for 33 years, and my job depends on how well I can see. I used to wear 2 pairs of reading glasses at a time, just so I could get my seam straight. I've tried other supplements and drops before, but I could never tell if they were working. But iGenics is really different. Taking it every day, I can tell something is working. It helps me feel focused, I feel like I can see better, and go longer before my eyes start to get tired. Now I don't feel like I'm losing my edge. I am so glad I found this." And Yosi B. from Buenos Aires, Argentina, who said to us, "It feels like my eyes are awake. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't strain to see, my eyes aren't as fatigued. I really am shocked at how well this works for me." And finally, with iGenics, people everywhere are reclaiming their health and gaining more confidence in their vision, knowing that iGenics is protecting them from vision-damaging CPE and stopping the root cause of the vision loss in its tracks. Now, you don't have to fear losing your perfect 20/20 vision as you age, nor do you have to worry about your vision getting any worse. Instead, with iGenics, you can heal and protect your eyesight for many, many years to come. So at this point, I know you're wondering, how soon will I start to see results from iGenics? Well, each bottle of iGenics comes with 60 easy-to-swallow capsules. All you need to do is take 2 capsules per day and take iGenics for at least 30 days, and that's it. If you're like many of our customers, you'll start noticing little things fairly quickly. You might find that it takes less time for your vision to adjust in the dark, or that you don't have to strain quite so hard to read text messages on your phone. Some people experience these benefits in as soon as 7 days. And as you continue to use iGenics every single day, these effects that you're experiencing will only continue to improve. And here's why. The ingredients inside iGenics start helping on day 1. And the special blend of vision-boosting nutrients start fighting CPE and purifying your toxic eye environment, allowing your eyes to renew themselves just as God designed them to, while protecting your retina, optic nerve, and even your DNA from further damage. But the longer you take iGenics, the more powerful it becomes. Virtually every study on the vision-supporting ingredients found inside iGenics agrees. The longer you use these ingredients, the more your vision will improve. This is true for ginkgo biloba, bilberry, lutein, zeaxanthin, and pretty much every other ingredient, which is why it's best to think of iGenics as part of your daily routine, something you take every single morning and night to see faster results, just like you would a multivitamin. But you should also know that this video is the only place that you can get iGenics. So don't bother looking for us on Amazon or Target, because we're not affiliated with any billion-dollar corporation or mass produce distribution centers where it's easy to turn a blind eye on quality. We're a homegrown family who wants to help others find a natural way to see better. People like you who are ready to make a change. Now, we know that the majority of people who make it this far quit and go back to what they know. Even though they've seen the remarkable evidence, heard the success stories, and know that there's literally nothing like iGenics on the market, they fear that it's too good to be true. So out of fear of being disappointed or wasting their time, they turn away and miss out on God's blessings. But for those of you who really see the miracle in this message, you know that you should never pass up an opportunity like this. You can tell that iGenics is the real deal, and something this good won't be around for long. And that's because of these reasons. The first is,
iGenics is the only product on the market containing our proprietary blend of the 12i super nutrients at clinically relevant dosages. Most of our customers pick up 6 bottles at a time and then come back for 6 more, just to make sure they have enough supply on hand to get the maximum vision restoring power, which makes it incredibly hard to keep iGenics in stock, especially when you consider.
Number 2, the 12 natural ingredients in iGenics are very difficult to source.
We made a vow to use only the very best organically grown, non-GMO ingredients in iGenics to maximize its vision restoring power. Some of the ingredients are incredibly hard to get, since they only grow in specific, remote locations across the globe, like ginkgo, the tree of life, which some call a living fossil, which is native only to rural parts of China, or saffron, the most expensive plant in the world, which grows in unpopulated parts of the Mediterranean and India. And that's just a couple of the rare natural ingredients we use to create iGenics, which means our supply could dry up at any time. But that's not all. After we source the best ingredients from around the world,
thirdly, every batch of iGenics goes through a rigorous production process.
Each bottle of iGenics is produced at a GMP certified and FDA approved facility right here in the United States. That way, we can ensure that each and every pill is filled with clean, pure, and safe ingredients. Plus, we hire a third-party laboratory to analyze every single batch of iGenics and certify that every ingredient we put on the label is included in every pill you take. While this process keeps you safe, it can take up to 2 months to produce a new batch of iGenics. And if the constant high demand, tough to source ingredients, and rigorous production and review process weren't enough.
And finally, most importantly, the eye industry threatens to shut us down.
Eye industry billionaires have gotten rich off prescription lenses and invasive surgeries for decades, even though science has proven there are natural ways to actually repair your eyesight. In order to protect their riches and keep filling their greedy pockets, they will stop at nothing to shut down operations like iGenics, who seek to give the power back to honest, hard-working Americans like you and me. As a result, our operations, including the very website you're on right now, are under threat of being attacked and shut down due to their enormous economic and political influence.
Now, these 4 reasons make it impossible to ensure that iGenics will continue to be available to the public tomorrow, let alone 6 months from now, which is probably why most iGenics customers stock up on our 6-month supply, so they never have to worry about out of stocks. But right now, I'm going to show you how you can try iGenics for 6 months, 100% risk-free, and here's how it works. Right now, if we still have any bottles of iGenics left in stock, you'll see a button below to place your order. Then once you get your bottles in a few short days from now, start your daily routine of taking your 2 capsules every morning and see how you feel. You should start to see the vision restoring effects of iGenics within 30 days. But remember, the longer you supply your body with the 12 vision restoring super nutrients in iGenics, the more powerful they become at stopping CPE, repairing damage to your DNA, and helping restore your vision. But if for any reason your eyesight hasn't improved within 180 days, or if you change your mind about iGenics for any reason whatsoever, just call or email iGenics US-based customer service team and you'll receive a full refund immediately. No questions, no hassles. Plus, you don't even need to return your bottles of iGenics. They're yours to keep as our way of saying thank you for trying our product out. All this means there is no downside here at all. It's a 100% risk-free investment in your vision and your health. You simply order iGenics today and you have a full 180 days, 6 months, to see if iGenics is right for you. iGenics makes it easier than ever to heal your vision naturally. I bet you give anything to see better, am I right? But thanks to the team at iGenics, you don't have to. Normally, a single bottle of iGenics retails for $149, which might sound like a lot of money for a supplement, but when you consider the fact that you're probably paying over $300 per year on vision care products already, iGenics is the only product on the market that contains this exact proprietary blend of vision-restoring super nutrients. We have 0 fillers. iGenics stops vision loss at the source by eliminating CPE, unlike Band-Aid fixes like LASIK and lenses. Now, I'm sure you'd agree that $149 for iGenics is really a fair deal. Yet, despite all of that, I'm going to make it even easier for you to experience the vision-restoring power of iGenics today. My personal mission is to help people improve their health so that they can enjoy the best quality of life possible. And the fine folks at iGenics couldn't agree more, which is why on this website only, they've agreed to share their friends and family pricing with a limited number of people. And why, if you order right now, you can get your very own bottle of iGenics for a one-time investment of just $59. And that's still just the beginning. You already know that the longer you take iGenics, the better it works. And you're aware that we frequently run out of stock due to high demand.
That's why I created a special multi-bottle package where you can get 6 bottles of iGenics for just $39 per bottle. That's a total savings of $660. Plus, when you order 6 bottles of iGenics right now, I'll throw in a free bottle of my incredible Intelligent, my brain support supplement created specifically for people over 50, valued at $59. I'll also throw in my 2 free ebooks developed over the past 30 years of helping patients that'll help get your vision in line even faster, valued at $129. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order. That's another $14.99 in savings.
This special discount is only being offered to the first 50 customers through this website. So if you want to get iGenics and save big, you need to act fast. Take advantage of our friends and family pricing by ordering iGenics below and secure yours while there are still bottles in stock. This special pricing is only available to the first 50 customers while supplies last. After you choose your package, you'll be taken to our 256-bit encrypted checkout page, which is the same encryption used by Google, Apple, and Amazon to protect their customers. You'll simply enter your information and complete your order. Once your order is submitted, our team will immediately begin working on it fast. So in just 4 to 5 business days, you'll have your package of iGenics delivered right to your front door. It's that easy. Now remember, iGenics is the world's first and only product of its kind to feature all 12 vision-restoring ingredients at clinically relevant dosages. Just look at how iGenics stacks up to other brands, from the dosage amounts to the combination of quality ingredients. See how iGenics smashes the competition? We have 0 fillers. Our ingredients are highly absorbable, and we have the highest amounts of nutrients packed into our product. There's no comparison at all to us. We strive to be the best, and there's a reason why we've already helped 26,000 people and counting restore their confidence in their vision with iGenics. Don't forget, iGenics is made in a GMP certified and FDA approved facility right here in the good old United States. Plus, every single batch of iGenics is reviewed by an independent third-party laboratory and then given a certificate of analysis verifying that the ingredients inside the product match the label. All of this means that iGenics is a brand whose safety and quality you can completely trust, because vision support supplements should be rigorously researched, carefully formulated, and contain powerful, proven ingredients at clinically relevant dosages. iGenics is all 3. When you look at the facts, this is one of the smallest yet most vital investments you will ever make in your entire life. A single bottle of iGenics could begin to immediately help enhance your eye health and vision quality. 3 bottles could do the same while further boosting your cellular regeneration. And with 6 bottles of iGenics, you could be enjoying giving yourself total vision support for a full 6 months. So go ahead and choose your package of iGenics right now and secure yours while there are still bottles in stock. It's ultimately your choice. You now know the truth about vision loss, that it's not just because of aging. You've learned that your eyes would be able to self-heal if it weren't for CPE, and how CPE pollutes the eye environment and causes damage to your DNA and therefore your vision. You discovered that glasses, laser surgeries, and contacts are basically band-aid fixes that can't correct the real problem with your vision loss. And while healing your vision throughout better nutrition is ultimately the key to protecting your eyesight. I've shown you all the evidence supporting my 12 vision boosting ingredients and why they work at eliminating CPE and restoring vision. These are studies that come from some of the most prestigious names in medicine, like Yale, Johns Hopkins, and University of London. Plus, wasn't it incredible to discover that God may have hinted at these ingredients in the Holy Bible? I'm sure you'd agree that all of this seems pretty divine, right? So go ahead and make the decision that you know you need to make. Don't ignore everything that you just learned out of fear that it's too good to be true. Step in faith and claim this blessing that God has waiting for you. Now, this is the end of the video, so you know what you need to do right now. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless.